Today I want to take Claude to the next level by connecting it to where the rest of our work lives. If you've been following along this series, then what does Claude know about us so far? We've set it up on our machine to have some custom instructions so it knows a bit about us and our business. We've given it access to some folders so that it can actually assist us with doing some work, and hopefully we've organized a lot of that work into projects. But a lot of what we do doesn't live in files on our machines. We have emails coming in, we've got calendar entries, we've got jobs to do in our ticketing systems, and we've got clients to manage in our CRMs. That's where Claude Connectors comes in. It helps us connect to those tools that we use day to day, and it helps us get out of that copy and paste cycle. Every time you do a copy and paste, you're acting as the bridge between Claude and the rest of your work, and Connectors comes in and provides that bridge for us. So what are Connectors exactly? One way to think about this is imagine you've hired an assistant and you need that assistant to do some work for you. But in order for the assistant to do some work, you need to give him or her access to some software. Let's say maybe your email, calendars, or possibly project management tool. And that's exactly what a connector is really. It's the link between Claude acting as your assistant and the software where your data lives that you actually do a lot of your work. They're effectively just pre-built links or bridges between Claude acting as the assistant and the software, and depending on the permissions allowed on that connector, and it's important to understand the permissions, it gives Claude access to read your data and potentially edit and update data live in that tool. For the technically curious, this technology is built on top of something called MCP, which stands for Model Context Protocol. It's a standardization or a standard protocol that Anthropic themselves invented to enable LLMs to talk to softwares via their APIs. That's really all you need to know for now. So at the time of recording, there's already 375 connectors or integrations that come with Claude right out of the box, and that number's growing quickly. Let's dive into Claude Desktop and take a look at some of the good ones. So here we are in my Claude Desktop, and whether you're in the Chat tab or Co-work tab, it's really more or less the same in this case. Just go to Customize and then go to Connectors. You can see I've already got a few connected here, and if you want to add your own connectors, then just click plus here, browse the connectors, and this is where you see the 375. You can start to search for stuff that's interesting in your business. For example, you might use Xero, in which case you can search for Xero and use that connector. Some of the common ones that are going to be useful to most sort of small to medium-sized businesses is going to be Microsoft, Google, Xero, your CRM tools like HubSpot, or project management and notes tools like Notion, Asana, Monday, this kind of thing. I'm not going to go over them sort of verbatim. I'll leave it to you to just come and scroll through and see what's useful to you. But I want to show you a practical demo here of actually connecting one. So I'm going to go to my Xero connector and just disconnect it, and I'll reconnect to it. So you can see that I've got these connectors here that are not connected. Those are connectors that I have gone through this process and added, but I haven't actually authenticated to them. So I've already added the Xero connector, and let's go ahead and connect to a relatively empty sort of dummy company. Okay, great. So I've authenticated with Xero, and just before I have a conversation with Claude, you can see that every connector has its own set of permissions here, and I can go ahead and set these as I think is appropriate. So you can see in my Notion, it's got a totally different set of permissions, which include some reading information and some writing information. So you should be aware what a connector does, and I can tell you that in Xero's case, all of these permissions are get related, which means that Claude is reading information and not writing information to your Xero. Before we play with our Xero connector, I just wanted to point out one thing to consider before diving in and letting Claude connect to all of your data points. In particular, Google Drive, and in Microsoft's case, OneDrive and SharePoint. When you do connect Claude to these sources of data, the user is piggybacking on their own permissions. And through natural conversation, it may turn out that they have access to something that they probably shouldn't have, but they're just not aware, so that information has never surfaced before. Now, an LLM is very good at finding that information, so before you dive in and connect to those particular services, perhaps you want to do a review of your data permissions and security. So disclaimer out the way, let's dive in and play with the Xero connector that we just set up. So I'm back in my Claude conversation here, and let's just say I ask it a very simple question to show me the financial position of that company, Open Value. Now please realize that this company has really nothing going on, so it's going to probably be a very short summary. But the point here is I want to show you how Claude can service the information from a connector, and actually from several connectors in the same prompt if you want to, right there in your chat window, centralizing your work. And it also allows us to take Claude to the next level again, which will come up in the rest of the video series, when we combine these connectors and co-work and skills to really start to automate our SOPs and how we work day to day. And Claude's done. That was pretty quick. It's come back and given me some of the basic financial information about the business. and it's also probably flagged some things, and it's offered me to do some more. Hopefully you can see how that really quick way to centralize the surfacing of information all within Claude becomes very powerful. So that looks awesome, and should we just dive in and connect to all of our tools? Well, mostly yes, but there are some connectors that are going to require some help from an admin or a third party. And for me, there's really 3 types of connectors, and the good news is the vast majority of them, we can just go to customize connectors, add the connector, and follow the connection like I did with the Xero one, and you'll just go through a regular authentication as you would as if you're logging into that app, and you'll get the permissions in your Claude that you have in that app. So you might have access to different information in the same tool that perhaps your boss or your colleague has access to. The second type of connector, I'm going to pick on Microsoft here, is one that requires approval in the application or the tool that you're targeting, so not within Claude. So using Microsoft as the example, if you want to use Claude in Microsoft, you're going to have to let your IT manager or whoever manages your Microsoft environment to go ahead and approve the use of Claude in that tenant. It's a one-off task that takes only 5 minutes. Then the final type are custom connectors. If we just dive back into Claude Desktop, it's probably easiest to see an example. And the great news here is that if there's not a connector available in the ever-growing directory of connectors here under Browse Connectors, you can add a custom connector, and this is going to take the form of an MCP server, which I've already sort of mentioned. The details goes outside the scope of this video. But there's 2 types of MCP servers that we should be really thinking about here. And the ideal scenario is that we're using an official MCP server from the vendor of the software that we're looking to connect to. But if that doesn't exist, there's possibly community MCP servers, which I will say with a word of caution, just to double check that they're going to be secure. And you can also create your own MCP servers, which again, outside the scope of this video, it might require a different level of technical expertise. The point here is just to make you aware that really the sky is the limit here. So before the next video, I really want you to go away and get Claude connected to some of your key tools. Hopefully you're starting to see the building blocks building on each other. We've got Claude connected to our data. We've got it working locally on our files and knows about us. But honestly, the next 2 or 3 videos where we talk about Claude skills and plugins is where things get really exciting and we start to actually automate some of the workflows and how we work. If you're still with me, thank you so much. And if you're finding this advice practical, then please go ahead and like and subscribe. It helps massively for me to make these videos. Until the next one, have a good one.